All right, y'all. So yeah, I did buy 29 shares of Google. My goal is to buy 100 shares of Google. And the reason why I want to buy 100 shares of Google is for seven key reasons, right? So for one, their ads revenue continue to increase. Their ad service revenue continue to grow year over year. That is extremely important because it shows that businesses and individuals continue to buy ads to boost their own um, uh, popularity, right? So to boost their own popularity. And that's extremely important because Google Ad Service make up a lot of their profit, right? Now, profit margin has been good for some time now, right? So they have good profit margin, they have good free cash flow, which allows them to be innovative, which is extremely important when we're talking about artificial intelligence. And also they want to dibble and dab into robotics as well, right? And so they've been talking about that as well. And they have a lot of competition, y'all. Like, I mean, they're competing with Apple, with because they have Android, so they're competing with the iPhone. They're also competing with Microsoft with cloud, right? And they also competing with Amazon. They're competing with so many different companies, and they are still able to produce good returns. If you look at their earnings report continue to be good every earnings report every quarter. And so if you look and you say, well, their revenue is growing year over year, their profit margin is doing good, they still have free cash flow, they're still able to be innovative, and they also are competing with several different um, businesses in several different key areas, right? And so they're doing all this and they're continuing to grow. So whenever I see a company like that, in my opinion, it's a good fundamental company, y'all. The company is not scared to be innovative and not scared to spend cash to be innovative and compete at a higher level. Remember, we don't want a company that's going to be like the Radio Shacks of the world, right? This company, Google, continues to perform, continues to be innovative, and that is why I am going to buy 100 shares, right? Because that's my thesis. My thesis is what I just explained. Their ad revenue continuing to grow, they continuing to profit, right? Those things are important. Now, Google does come with risks. Everything that I just mentioned is the reason why Google could fail. If their ad service, if we get into a recession and their ad service go down, that's going to affect their profit, right? And if that goes, then it's going to be a big issue for Google because obviously a lot of their profit is their ad service. Now, if people stop searching on Google, YouTube, if people stop searching as much, if those searches stop, if those searches slow down or do not increase, then that could be a problem as well, right? That just shows that one of their competitors are doing a little better job than them, right? And so that's the risk. And if they lose free cash flow, now, the reason why Google is eye appealing is because of the free cash flow, right? Like it has money to pay its debt, to be innovative. It is in a good position, right? Now, I will say a year or two ago, it was in a better position, but it's still in a good position. It's going to spend a lot more money on buying this AI, artificial intelligence platform with robotics built in, with a robot that can do tasks for humans. That's what Google is going towards, right? And so I love the fact that they continue to be innovative, continue to grow, or they continue to increase the value of their stock. The most important thing to look for is the company buying back shares, and or the company CEO or um, top managers selling a lot of shares, right? So that's important to look at as well. Now, I will continue to buy Google until my thesis change, right? Now it could change because ad service revenue slow down, profit margin slow down. They may get into a lot more debt because of this artificial intelligent infrastructure build out. That could happen as well, right? And so if that happens, I would just take and move somewhere else because my story, my thesis would change, right? So it's important as a new beginner investor not to fall in love with the stock, right? If the stock is going to the opposite direction that you want it to go, then you just simply go somewhere else, right? Now, the reason why it's important to have 100 shares of a company for me is because once I get 100 shares, I will move on to buy another company and do the same thing, right? So that's my journey. And the reason why is because if I ever want to leverage my shares, I can just go to the bank and I don't have to spend my own money and I can create more assets, right? Like buying real estate, right? Or something like that. So, this is the things that I am doing. Now, I am not a financial advisor. Again, do your own homework and also look at taxes too, because whatever you do, if you're trying to sell your stocks, you're going to get hit with capital gain tax as well. And so you want to make sure that your thesis stay intact. But if it changed, you want to make sure it changed a significant amount or a significant way other than just changing a little bit, right? Because again, capital gains tax is important. It's going to hit you. So you want to make sure that if it is changed, it's major change, or if it's something that you can hold off on, I would say hold off on it because again, if you sell, you're going to get hit with capital gains tax. Okay. So this is my breakdown of Google, y'all, and this is why I am buying more shares of Google. Okay, so I'm going to continue to share my journey with y'all, and I just want y'all to continue to invest and continue to thank God because God is great. All right, please like, share, comment. I'm out.